Now, private legal practitioner Akoto Ampaw says he's received assurances that the Right to Information Bill would soon be ready for presidential assent. The RTI advocate's comment come a few weeks after he had questioned why the bill had not been assented to several weeks after Parliament approved it. Mr. Akoto Ampaw tells JoyNews at the launch of the 90th anniversary of St. Augustine's College, he now feels assured after his interactions with the relevant stakeholders. Beryl Richter, Ernestina Richter was at the ceremony and has this report.
St. Augustine's College, one of Ghana's highly ranked second cycle schools, has produced many distinguished individuals, including renowned lawyer Akoto Ampaw, who has for so many years been a champion of media rights. He explains he's been updated about the state of the RTI bill since he raised the matter a few weeks ago.
I believe that from our engagement with the Information Minister, within the next 2 weeks or so, the bill would have been finally cleaned up and presented to the President for his assent. And we have no reason to believe that the assent would not immediately be given. So we don't think that there's a major problem about that.
Key among the issues highlighted by the past students of the college's 90th anniversary launch was the need to improve infrastructure to meet the needs of the overwhelming number of students enrolled there as part of the recently introduced double-track system. Here is board chairman of the school, Dr. Ernest Anthony, saying,
I know the challenges facing our college and also know the efforts being put in by Absunians to deal with the college's challenges and improve its fortunes so as to ensure that St. Augustine's remains one of the best, if not the best, second cycle institution in our country. Challenges of our great college are enormous. Cast your minds back. In my day, the college had a student population of about 900. Today, that number is in excess of 2,000. I'm sure the headmaster might confirm that for us. Using same infrastructure that was built decades ago, for a smaller population, but now being used by so many people, we know what the results are. It's a deterioration. But for Absunians, the situation would have been a lot worse.
Most Reverend Charles Gabriel Palmer-Buckle, who was guest speaker, charged key players in Catholic education to be very instrumental.
In the enterprise of Catholic education delivery, the above stakeholders now should not only be made to know they are indispensable to the holistic education delivery, but most especially they should be helped to move from being stakeholders to being co-owners. To move from being stakeholders to becoming co-owners of the whole education enterprise. In Ghana, people talk about stakeholders and they forget about co-owners.
President of the 95-year group, Joseph Ishan, on his part, called on past students to help rehabilitate the school's library, estimated to cost nearly 500,000 cedis.
We decided to look at the current state of the library, and in fact, when we got there, we realized that the library as it stands now is not being patronized. So we began to inquire what were the reasons behind. When we went in, we realized that the place is not appealing. Ventilation is very poor. The furnishing, the books are old. We've been able to come up with designs which we think would suit the status of Ogasco.
The event was also used to mobilize funds for various projects and unveiling of the anniversary celebrations logo and cloth.